Stay here. I'm going inside. Make sure it's safe.
Safe from what? The throne's been empty for decades.
Just stay here.
Lord.
Okay, I want to read this one. Samora's Throne, a monument left behind by the Domesticate. Samora's Throne was one of the few pieces of architecture of the ancient folk that hadn't been completely demolished by the Cataclysm. Odd by modern architectural standards, the throne is a triangular structure. With several stories, and due to its location...
Stories, that's how they spell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Along the Desesa, was used by the Samora as a centralized location in which they discussed war plans during the Bright War. Before that, however, the throne actually belonged to the Registry, and was their main base of operations before they moved to the White Spire.
The Desesa and the Matara.
Okay, so the Desesa and the Matara. In the Sixth Canticle, the Black Crib was cleared out and the White Spire established. The Registry saw a need to connect the city better, and so constructed two major highways that spanned the city, top to bottom, left to right. The highway that paralleled the Shore of Shadows and divided the city into its darker, brighter halves was called the Matara, and the road that connected the White Spire to the docks of Ombre was called the Desesa. Yep. See, that's lore that I can kind of get behind, that's quick. Reading, like, multiple pages worth of things is just like, eh.
Come on.
Cicero!
Amadea?
Oli, he woke up, and the first thing he did was rush out of the estiguary.
He refused to speak to us, focused only on bringing us here.
Here?
That triangle that you saw in the mural.
Samora's throne.
We weren't expecting to see you here.
She has the seed. It was in the singing tree. She got there first.
Ages.
The hall has been destroyed. Mirabas is dead.
What?
No. What is left for us?
The only way we stand a chance against Lucia is by bringing the city together.
You intend to unite the guilds?
Yes. I'll take 2 of you. We will secure the throne to make space for the crown. The others must go to the guilds.
How are you certain they will listen?
They must have heard word of the chaos by now. They will want an explanation.
And if they don't?
Make them.
And the knife?
We will deal with that after the throne is secured. With or without the artifacts, we are nothing without the support of the guilds now.
Then make your choice, so we can act quickly.
Who do you want to send out to talk to the guilds, and who do you want to keep with you here?
I mean, I feel like sending him and her to talk to the guilds is better.
That's what I think. I know it's going to have no impact,
bearing,
but whatever.
It seems like the right choice, because, you know, he's decently connected to the Mariners Guild, and
she's,
well,
yeah, Luca stuff.
Whereas he's disconnected, and she's a loner that's been living in a cave for years.
We need to secure the area. Tristan needs some space to take care of Ovestis.
I knew they were going to have to unite the guilds.
Faye. Of course.
I mean, I don't think anybody would be surprised by like the need to unite the guilds by the time we're done with this game. Like, that kind of feels like...
But it was something I had suggested.
Well, yeah. But, like, they've been moving towards it forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, never mind.
Blah!
I was gonna try and use his lightning move, but he was too busy being fluty. Okay.
Oh, there's a masquerine.
Yep.
Next to a dog. Because all the stray dogs live outside the city.
Yeah, everywhere.
Tons of them. Couldn't they have made squirrels or other animals?
Squirrels would be really small. Like, you wouldn't really see the detail, just like an itty-bitty little thing.
I mean, they have some birds. But I just don't see why you have to have dogs sitting everywhere. Like, the cats I can understand inside the city. I remember when we were in Dubrovnik, Croatia for our study abroad, and there were just cats everywhere.
The thing that annoys me most is it's the exact same dog every single time. Like, they didn't even... Like, why even have something if you're going to duplicate it to that degree? Like, what's a good example
Yeah,
of
you're
what I'm
right. The
talking
last area they were all tan, and now they're all gray.
Yeah, it's like, we already know you have multiple dog models. Why have the same dog? Watch this actually be like a plot element later. It's not going to be, but it'd be funny.
Summon the dogs, summon the dogs.
Summon the dogs of war. Not gonna happen.
What? What's up with this pink ooze?
Ew.
And eggs.
I don't know. It's just weird and kind of gross. You'd think people would be like, huh, there's like a ton of Fae in here. We should probably like deal with this maybe.
I thought they said that they abandoned it and went to the other spires, and they're
True,
just
but like,
we're never gonna come back to this place. It seems like an awful waste of, you know, of space. Could have made it into something.
yeah, like an office building or an apartment or not this goop-filled nightmare land. Like, you'd think they kind of implied that there was like semi-limited
That there were people that were poor and not homeless, but just
yeah. Like, this would probably be a decent
The
building.
last of them?
It's not.
I still see
But-
some pulsating eggs.
Yeah, I know, but I guess it just doesn't matter.
The Mascherines are being created.
Yes, my lady.
The White Spire has been taken. Our powers grow by the second. And yet,
You never told me how he fit into your plan.
it is sufficient to know that all is well.
That is not good enough.
It must be.
The blood of my people is on my hands. Our culture is in ruins because of me.
You love this city,
More than you know.
and if it falls, when you had the chance to save it, have faith, my child.
That's right. Show some remorse.
Wait. What?
Well, they found a room.
The crown is assembling. I can't believe they actually agreed to come. How are you?
Fine.
I mean it.
So do I.
Word is at the streets already. People aren't sure what to do, now that the Hall of Songs is gone.
Is Vasco finished with Oli?
I don't know.
Call him in.
Is there anything else you need?
No. Where is he?
Scouting the premises, looking for the entrance.
Into what?
This place was a prison, back in his days. The knife is somewhere inside it.
But he's told you what it does?
The Dementicate believe that the artifacts were Viennav, physical representations of various aspects of their god, Breag. The heart was a representation of the ideal that was free will. By itself, it achieves little, but when paired with purpose, it can work wonders.
Like create Mascherines?
Yes, with the seed, which was an embodiment of progress, of growth. Just those two artifacts are enough to create Mascherines from souls, to help them ascend.
How do they work?
Like any other Masquerine. With the heart and the seed on a face, all it takes is some mental effort, some will, and...
And we turn into Mascherines?
Yes.
By the light, how are we supposed to stand up against something like that?
The knife.
Yes. It is the counterbalance. Instead of progress, it is stasis. Instead of growth, it is death.
Death?
In a permanent sense. Using the seed gave their souls motility. From Fae to Mist, and Mist to Fae. They'd never truly die.
And the lands would be filled with Fae, too. They would just keep coming back.
Which is why the knife was sent down. With the heart, it has the ability to destroy Mascherines and Fae, and leave nothing behind.
Well, that doesn't help us.
There's more. The seed and the knife have properties on their own as well. In line with its purpose of progress and growth, the seed enhances the bearer's soul, expands and deepens the connections they have with Mascherines.
I witnessed Lucia branding Earth in the Hall of Songs. She's supposed to be a firebrand.
And the knife?
It is the idea of death or stagnation. By itself, it grants stasis of the soul. Prevents it from ascending, as it were.
It'll stop us from being turned into Mascherines?
Yes.
Then that's our answer. We need the knife if we're going to stand up against Lucia.
And Oli will lead us to it. Once he remembers where the entrance is. In the meantime...
Sir, the crown's gathered. They're waiting for you.
I'm on my way.
Wonder if we're not going to recognize anybody in this meeting.
We probably will.
Because we met a lot of
It's probably going to be the matron, the Luca dude that you fought, the green guy, the old man.
Yeah.
Who else?
These are all just...
Last minute lore stuff.
Yeah.
The Silent Stones are one of Omber's biggest mysteries. There are 12 of them in total, and they rest quietly in the circumference of a large imaginary circle, perfectly measured around the city. Even in the waters of the Midnight Belt lie a few of these stones, poking up above the dark waves of the belt. These stones are significant in their existence because they mark the boundary of the magic that is to be found in Omber. Beyond these stones, even if a masquerine is worn, there is no magic to be had. The world ceases to bend to the will of the Ombrians, and it is as though the elements beyond have grown deaf to our command. Wait, so how the heck did they use this to fight in those wars with masquerines if they had to be within the confines of Omber? Huh. No one yet knows why this is the case, but the Vegulists are certain that the boundary did not restrict the Dementicate in times past, for their empires span far beyond the stones.
Well, the way that it had said, like, what they had said earlier was that, the people with Mascherines were useful at, defending the city. So they were under attack, but within the bounds of the Silent Stones.
So that's why they could never take over other lands, but they could definitely keep their own.
Yes.
Yeah. Whoa, who's the guy on the Kodo?
Don't know. I'm really confused. Well, let's... Okay. What's this?
Sir.
Ah!
So it's like a new base of operations.
Yes. So nothing that I'm particularly interested in. Some damage. Yeah, so I'm not going to change anything. So, this one over here is just going to change our skills. Which we don't care about. So this is just kind of the last minute. You can change stuff if you want.
So this is actually a Dimenticate building. Okay, I can see why people would just leave it.
Kind of.
It's true. The streets are rife with the knowledge.
The city is in shock. We need to assure our peoples that everything will be all right.
All right. The nexus of our history, the sole thing in this city that binds us together, has been desecrated.
By mask runners, no less. We should have seen this coming.
We did, 5 years ago, and we quelled it then.
You call this quelled? This is what happens when we allow ourselves to be governed by such a pathetic body.
Please, Varpravia, that is not what we're here to discuss.
Oh, that is exactly what we are here to...
Enough. The Inspectore has arrived.
Seymora and its crown. The Seymora is a collective name for the 6 guilds of Ombre, and is a relatively recent invention, having come about during the final years of the 7th Canticle when the Bright War had just begun. When the Contadani rebelled during the Bright War, it was not done in a similar fashion to the way they would in the War of the Bearings, where their hatred was targeted at the Registry in specific. Instead, the anger and the spite of the Contadani was aimed at the Masquerada in general, and this prompted the banding together of the guilds that existed at the time. The Sorel de Mar, Luca Infinita, Liboris Solus, Cacciatori, Altus Nobilis, and Dieci Sovrani. The guilds, perhaps for the first time since they had emerged, came together under the name of the Seymora and quelled the rebellions quickly. Leading the association was Seymora's crown, comprising the 6 leaders of the guilds. And although the Bright War has long been over, the symbol that is the Seymora, and the power behind that symbol, has persisted since. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about the alliance between the guilds. Once it had been based on the camaraderie, but now it has been tainted with poisonous distrust and contempt. So the Judge Masters... Oh yeah, there they are. Okay. Yeah, so I don't recognize this guy, and...
Well, that lady is from the mother, but she's not the mother.
So we don't recognize these 2 guys. We've never seen them before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally. Please, Cicero, this room has been desperate for a voice of reason. And an explanation.
What do you know?
The Hall of Songs has been defiled by mask runners. The singing tree is bleeding, and most of the songstresses are dead.
No word on why or how they managed to do that.
I have told you already. It is because of the way the Registry has oppressed them.
Do not be so quick to absolve yourself. As Masquerada, you are just as responsible.
Both of you, enough. Fill the air with any more of your vitriol and there will be no room for explanations. Go ahead, Inspectore, please. Is Pravia right about the intentions of the mask runners? It would make sense, seeing as though they've already claimed the spire as their own.
They are in pursuit of power. The destruction you see is merely collateral.
What sort of power is there to be gained in dishonoring our culture?
The power to create Mascherines.
What?
There was an artifact in the singing tree left behind by the Dimenticate.
That allows them to create Mascherines?
Yes.
Impossible!
All right, let's assume we believe you. Why did they storm the spire?
To prove their power. To intimidate you, the crown, into obeying them.
There! Vengeance!
No, they have other reasons.
Your lie is running thin, Inspectore.
They believe it is necessary for the city to come together to stand against another cataclysm.
Another cataclysm? Are we of the same mind here?
As in the event that wiped out the Dimenticate thousands of years ago?
Yes, and they are willing to spill rivers of blood if it means getting the city under their thumb.
They're insane. Fanatical. They actually believe this? That they're going to save the city?
With every fiber of their being. And unless we stand together, the mask runners are going to swallow the guilds one by one.
And if we stand together?
We need to reclaim the White Spire.
No.
Previa!
Don't you see what this is? A fabrication, based on our ignorance of the old world, created to gain the Registry our aid, simply to reclaim the throne that they've lost. There are no artifacts or a coming cataclysm. The truth is simple. The masked runners rebelled, struck out at the heart of the society that suppressed them, and finally pooled their wits together and claimed the Spire as their own. And now the scum of the White Spire have woven a tale in an attempt at winning back their control over us. But to that I say...
It is true.
And here I thought you'd lost your voice.
Fabio, what do you mean? All the Inspectore speaks of, it is all true.
How can you say that?
I've had an agent that has been traveling with him. I've heard her accounts, and at first I was skeptical as well. But give it some time and you will come to see the sense in it. It explains some of the mysteries of our land.
So you've known about this for a while, then?
And you kept it from us?
We were supposed to be better than this, Fabio. I acted in the interest of my people. You would have done the same. You acted in the interest of your guild. The people of the city are your people. That is what the crown is supposed to stand for. Stop! I understand I have wronged the crown by my actions, but all is shadow under the light of the present.
Fabio, you believe him?
I do. And if you could, for a moment, put aside your Altus pride and admit there are things of the past you do not know. Pravia?
I will not commit to a deluded fool's plan.
Can't her mother do anything? No. Tiziana's? Yeah.
Oh.
You're supposed to follow her?
Pravia, wait!
They did not indicate that very well.
Well, it's because he was still gesticulating.
This city needs you! This is about more than just the registry. More than your pride. Please!
You will not win my people over with lies!
Cicero, the Altus are leaving. Cicero? Where are you going?
To gather an army.
What I was saying before is this is what the Fae want. Because they want to make the encroaching army into Mascherines or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Leading them into a trap. This is what maybe the lady says his part in all this is.
Raise the call for your people.
I'm sorry, did I miss something?
Did you change her mind?
No, but us sitting around despairing isn't going to either. Any more time we give the Dactytes is time for them to strengthen their army. We need to stop them quickly, Altus be damned.
Inspectore, you of all understand the DHA's stance on the Altus, but even I know that they have one of Umber's strongest armies.
You are the leaders of the city, the people who are its custodians. If you will not stand up for the land you call home, who will?
Sunken stones, he's right. What of you, Cicero? What are your plans?
Lucia has 2 of the 3 artifacts. I need to find the last one. It will give us a better chance against her.
Then come. We all have work to do.
Ages be with us all.
You did good.
We're 1 guild short.
We're 5 guilds more than we had.
It's not over yet.
Well, now you know about the 3 people that you didn't see before. But here, can you walk around the room just a moment?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just in case there's a random masquerine lying around or some lore. But there might not be.
Nope.
Nope.
Part of it is I would actually like to finish this game.
Okay.
Like today in one sitting. Or not one sitting, but...
lift mechanism?
The Mentacate had some fine technology.
And no one knew about this?
They did, they just didn't know what it was.
I suppose it's easy to pass it off as just another quaint part of history.
Does it know how to use it?
Shade?
Ages. Every hour I realize just how little we know about their culture.
Just their culture. Their entire world is a mystery to us, my dear. Their technology, their stories, their magics.
Focus, you two.
Right. So, it's a two-way mechanism. Oli's activated it so that it'll take us down.
Into the prison?
The son of the old emperor had once been housed here. He hadn't agreed with his father's turnaround on his view about the artifacts. But his father couldn't bring himself to kill his son.
So he locked him away for eternity?
Well, just until the cataclysm, yes?
2 of you can follow me down, along with Ollie. The others should wait up here, in case anything happens.
We should bring him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You want, like, Amadea, or...
Sure.
Because she's interested in this stuff.
Now what?
Yeah, I wonder if we've ever missed anything because...
We chose different people.
Ages. This is enormous.
Where do you think the knife is?
Let's start looking and we'll find out.
What's happening?
Oh.
Brace yourself!
The lift is not solid.
Cicero!
Are you all right?
It's not the first time we've jumped from falling rocks.
What happened?
One of the supports must have given way. Damn, that was supposed to be our way out.
The stone of the prison's made of umbrite. There's no way to brand it.
Hang tight, Cicero. We'll find a way.
I'll be here. Of course.
An immensely long
Come
rope.
on. The knife is going to find itself.
Let's see. Simora's Throne's Runes. 400 years in the city, and there's still so many secrets that our people have yet to find. Every time we find a new rune is discovered, the same questions are asked. What is it? What treasures does it hold? How can we use it? The discovery of this place might pique the interest of some, if we were in a different time, who might wish to observe this place, this prison, for clues about the Dementicade. Those questions will be asked, and their answers will be found, but not now. Now, there is other business to be done.
I'm ready.
I remember these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when we ran into them last.
Yeah, they were sort of like the shadowy.
Oh, these were the guys with the eyes. We ran into them when we when we had the golem buddies fighting with us.
Yeah.
I remember now. Horses. Never mind.
I thought the throne was supposed to be free of Fae.
If things were the way they were supposed to be.
I suppose you're right.
Okay. So now we know where we're going, so let's go everywhere else first.
Let's do this!
And encounter more monsters.
Yeah.
What do you think of, like, the number of, like, gods or guilds or leaders or magic systems? Like, are there significant numbers?
You mean are there too many?
No. By, you know how there's usually 3 or 5
I feel
or
like 6 is usually a pretty good number.
I think it's because people like it because it creates a hexagonal shape.
Yeah.
I know that I originally wanted to do that with one of my stories, have 6 types of, like, magic or elements or things. But then I found that it was just that there were things that could be condensed. So then I ended up with 4. But I always wonder if I want to expand to 5 or 6 again.
I know, like, whenever you're talking about elementals, like, 3 is a little bit low. 4 is, like, kinda...
But the thing is, mine aren't the traditional 4. not air, water, fire, earth. It's other things that sort of mix things. I don't know. What did, I mean, Magic the Gathering's always used 5. Didn't, Pokemon start with 7? Except one of them was colorless.
Fire, water, grass, ground, rock.
Psychic.
Psychic. Fighting, normal, dragon, flying.
No. Think of only the energy cards.
Oh, I don't know.
Only the energy cards.
Ollie, if you would.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the trading card game. That's what you meant.
Yes.
I was just thinking of all the types in Pokemon, and it's like, there's a lot more than that.
No. Ooh, Brayhan.
Oh, shit, this is the,
Prince?
Yeah, this is the Prince.
Did you get that just from the helmet, or...?
No, mostly guesswork. But it's the only thing that would make sense.
If this was his, chamber? I don't know about that.
Are we supposed to... Oh.
Those look like the dead. Well, they looked human.
Yeah. Okay, now is he vulnerable? Yeah, it looks like he's done.
Maybe he's one of those people that just
and
has
vulnerable
minions.
to horses.
Horses! Oh, they're running off because there's
Yeah,
more.
so they know.
Oh, they have portals. Is there a way to stop the portals? Or
It looks like it's just based on...
nah, yeah, he summons 4 at a time.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a benefit to that.
It's funny how they dispatched theirs first.
Well...
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Achievement unlocked. I am the law. Maybe he was just the jailer?
Maybe.
There, stairs.
It was guarding it?
Well, we got some more skill points. Let's deal with that. Looks like we're actually almost completely done here. How many do we have? 3. Let's work on this. Okay. We've got 3. So do we want Haunt? Ooh. Let's go with Haunt. Okay, and I don't think I've done anything with Almadea in a while. Yep, I haven't. Alright, so which skill do I even have on her? All of these? Oh, whoops. I've not been upgrading the characters as much as I should have been. Oh. We're not done yet,
Masquerines.
though. Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not one of everything in every one of these rooms.
Like lore and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, these look like cell blocks. I told you how my elementary school was like a no-wall school with hexagons everywhere. Our classrooms were called hexes. Our classrooms were called clusters. I called it the beehive when I was little.
So, oh, interesting. We could have come down any one of these ways. So, I moved around a lot as a kid, obviously. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
It was really interesting whenever we'd move, because we'd tour schools, too, to see if they'd be a good fit. Hello.
Aegis. What is this?
It looks like a studio of some sort.
It's Umbric. Someone's been here before. Look around. See what you can find.
Oh, so is this Razatov stuff or something else?
Dunno. Primacampa.
The first camp. In Amber's youth, much of what constitutes the city today was uninhabited. Too many Fae roamed the lands, and the darkness of the mountain shadow was haunting enough to keep hearts at bay. But as the population of the nation grew, people needed places to live, and so the first of the Rendagia, Primacampa, was constructed in 47 IL, which marked the end of the first canticle. Primacampa has since grown into a substantial town and provides a large portion of the produce that the city needs to survive. Okay. Nothing here. Nothing there.
What'd you bet? It's the last one.
Over here. There's something under the box.
Usually always the last one, but I could be wrong.
Do you think this is it?
One way to find out.
Switch.
Yeah, I don't think Lucia's been down here.
Nah, it must have been someone else.
Is that it?
Look at the walls, the carvings. This place is too manicured for it to be ordinary. And this must be it. This is our answer. This...
What is it?
It's empty.
What? Cicero!
What are you looking for?
We're missing something. Whoever was here must have moved it. Must have... Faye.
What?
These sheets. They describe the process of creating Faye, and how they protect from her gaze.
Her gaze?
The lady. Impossible.
What are you looking for?
Tell me I'm wrong, please.
Cicero, what are you...
Razatov.
He was here?
No.
Cicero!
Calden!
I'm here.
Pull us up, quick!
So where did Razatov put the knife? Huh?
You two, follow me.
But the others?
Tie the rope. They can climb out themselves.
Oh, that's nice. But I suppose it forces you to use your other party members.
Makes sense.
Cicero, what's going on?
Toads! The estiguary! Now!
What?
Now! We need to go faster.
Cicero, what is going on?
We have to get to the estiguary.
I don't understand.
That room in the throne, it was Razatov's.
So what?
The first day I arrived, I found a stone in his office. I gave it to Aventus.
And you think... Oh, ages, no.
No, please, no.
Don't tell me it's on fire too. I knew that little stone had to be important.
Get the others! Horseback!
On it!
Come out, you fool!
Get away from them!
You force my hand.
So the knife is a stone.
Or maybe,
I was wondering.
Or maybe the stone is necessary for the... for opening that or something? I don't know.
Ven? Ven! No!
Cicero, what is it?
Get up! Come on, Ven! Calden, please!
Cicero.
No, 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 no! Calden! Wake them up!
I cannot, Cicero. I'm sorry.
Do something, damn it!
They are gone, Cicero.
The smoke must have taken them.
No.
I am so sorry, Cicero.
They were runic. They deserve a burial.
You know the songs?
I do.
am so sorry. Damien. Damien? Damien! Calden!
Tides. He's still breathing. How is this possible?
We need to get him out.
I need to stabilize him, Cicero. Bring the coach. Hang in there, you.
Wait, but did they find the stone?
He's in the infirmary.
How is he? Calden.
There's barely anything left of his body. I almost salted trying to fix him, but he'll live. Vasco says it's the reason he survived. According to him, his soul was in stasis. Seems like it's more powerful than we thought.
Are the preparations complete?
The entire building has cages all around. If my brother was right, then this will certainly stop the lady from seeing through.
And the armies?
The Luca, Sorelle, and Dieci are all here. The Cacciatori are trickling in. The Labores ranks aren't so full to comprise an army, but they're all here as well. Listen, Cicero.
What about the streets? Have they been...
Cicero.
We have a job to do, Calden.
We've been through this before. We can...
No, we haven't. We haven't been through anything even close to what's happening, Calden. The crown's waiting for me.
I always hate it when innocent people that just happen to have something die. It's like Aunt Beru and Uncle Lars.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have the droids with them and they got burned.
Yep.
To a crisp. I find it odd they just buried them without... I mean, I know that it was quick, but like any semblance of like coffins or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be so gross because you know that like graves cave in after a while?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
That's what happened with my goldfish box.
Let's not talk about it.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
I doubt he can hear you. Look at me. If you've ever needed a reason to gloat...
I have nothing to say to you.
I do. Will you do a shamed man a favor? I'd like not for my life to end with me shouting across a room.
The crown is waiting for me.
They can spare a short moment.
What do you want?
I have done foul things in my life. To get my title, my rank. I have sacrificed so much. Of things that were mine to sacrifice, and also of things that were not. But I did it all for a reason, Cicero. Always in the interests of the city. I need you to understand that. Now I am fading. I might have survived the ordeal at the registry, but I am old. Even healing hands cannot reverse the toll of time.
Say what you must.
The registry is lost. The White Spire has fallen. Everything that I worked so hard to build up, gone. Just like that. And in its wake, all I can hear is a question. Was I wrong? Through all the years you've known me, watched me give up everything that I had for the city. Family, lovers, friends. I need to know. Was it all worth it? Please, Cicero, grant a dying man his wish.
Goodbye, Avestus.
I mean, what are you gonna say to that? Yes, you can die happy, or no, you're terrible and it all meant nothing.
So much lore. So much unrelated lore.
Yeah, so much lore that isn't even related to what we're doing right now.
It might be trying to fill in the codex, like if you notice we're almost done with every single page.
So is it giving you things that you forgot to pick up earlier, or
missed? I mean, there's still a bunch of things that we haven't gotten, which means it's just going to keep just jamming it in on us. I don't know.